What's going on, guys? Your boy Jerry back on the inside with another edition of Men's Fragrance and Fashion Extra. So today I'll just be going through some of the fragrances in my collection that I don't wear anymore. So recently I've been going through some of the fragrances that I have, and you don't realize that there's a couple of fragrances that I don't even look at anymore, far less for wearing them. So I decided, you know what, I'll just mention a few. This could probably be part one, right? So part one of fragrances I don't wear anymore. Because there's so many. So I'll just give you a few, about seven of them today that I will just talk about and give you the reasons why I don't wear them. So it's not that they are not good fragrances or anything like that. It's just that, you know, I have different reasons why I don't wear them anymore. So I'll just mention a couple of them today. And yeah, so this is a very relaxed, light video. I'm just going to discuss these fragrances, and so that's what we're doing today, guys. If you have any fragrances in your collection that you don't wear anymore, leave it in the comments and let me know the reasons why you don't wear those fragrances anymore. All right, so if you want to see what these fragrances are, keep it locked. Okay, so we're diving straight into it, guys, and the first one on the list today, I believe it's in the thumbnail. Yeah, this is a fragrance that I just don't wear anymore. This one is Coach Platinum. All right, this one came out a few years. Well, I think I got this one in either 2019, 2020, somewhere there. And initially when I got it, I really liked it. But of course, that was earlier on in my fragrance journey. My nose would have developed over the years. So this is a fragrance that, again, I liked it initially. That's why I got it. But now, this fragrance it does not appeal to me in any way. This one is a fresh, spicy, aromatic leather and vanilla type fragrance. So you get a lot of the leather in here, but the leather here, I would say it's very synthetic. It's just something about it that's kind of off-putting to me now, because I guess I've smelled, you know, higher quality leathers and so on. The vanilla is nice. That was really nice what it did here. But again, this fragrance is just not appealing to me anymore. So again, it's not that it's not nice. There are guys who would like this and appreciate it. But for me, I believe my nose has just, you know, developed, and this type of scent profile is just not appealing to me anymore. So this one is Coach Platinum. Again, decent fragrance. Some guys like it, but I just don't reach for it at all. I don't wear this fragrance at all. So yeah, that's the first one on the list. Number two, this one will be Burberry Touch. All right, I think you guys, if you're familiar with me, you have watched a lot of my videos, you would know that this is one that I don't really like. So I don't wear this one because I don't really like it, because the violet leaf in this fragrance is too heavy for me. It makes me feel a bit nauseous. I don't know why, but yeah, that's the composition and how the violet leaf is just leading in this fragrance here. It's too much for me. So this is more like a musky, powdery, aromatic type of fragrance. I know a lot of guys appreciate this. This is from the old school. I think this is since 2001 or somewhere there. And a lot of guys like it, but for me, yeah, it's always an issue with me and this violet leaf. So that's the reason I don't wear this one anymore. But I still have it in the collection. You can see there's a lot of juice here still, but it just doesn't do it for me. So that would be the reason why I don't wear Burberry Touch. All right, if you like this one, no offense. Right, no offense at all. It's just one that I just can't stomach, so to speak. All right, that's number two. All right, so this next fragrance here, I got this a couple years ago, and again, initially I liked it, but this was one that faded off very quickly. You know, there are some fragrances that you know you really like when you just get it, and in a matter of weeks, if so much, you just something about it, just not interested in the fragrance anymore. This one here is that for me. This is Hugo Boss Intense. So this is like a heavy cinnamon and apple type of DNA, sweet. Again, that apple there plays a big role. That cinnamon, as you can see, the juice has gotten darker over time, obviously, because it has matured and it has been sitting there for a very long time. But again, this is one that for me is just, there's something about this fragrance that, you know, it doesn't throw me off, but it doesn't intrigue me, right? It's just like, yeah, just another fragrance. This is that fragrance to me. I think I when I used to wear this fragrance, I only ever got one compliment with this fragrance. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but it doesn't seem to be like that mass appealing to people. And again, for me, it's just, I can't pinpoint what it is about this fragrance, but I just don't wear this anymore. It just sits there and yeah, it does nothing. So Hugo Boss Intense, again, no offense to anybody who loves this, but it just doesn't do anything for me anymore. So even if I put this on now, it's not gonna do anything for me. I'm not gonna be rejuvenated, inspired. My confidence wouldn't be lifted in any way. You know, it's just one of those fragrances. All right, so that's Hugo Boss. Right, this next fragrance here, I got this a couple years ago as well, I think during the pandemic actually. And initially, well, to be honest, I was never really the biggest fan of this fragrance. Even when I got it, I actually tried to like it. But again, this is one that never really stuck with me. Right, this one is Lacos L'Homme. So this is like a fruity, citrus, slightly sweet, aromatic type of scent. Really cool, bottle is cool, juice color, everything is decent, but there is a rhubarb note in here, and that rhubarb note, it's in the top, so it's supposed to fade off, you know, at some point in time, but that rhubarb note for me goes right through the life of this fragrance, and I just can't take too much of it. It's very tarty, it's very, very tarty. It kind of, you know, makes your mouth water, even thinking about it. That's happening to me. And yeah, it just, you know, if it was a situation where it died off during the life of the fragrance, okay, but it sticks right through for me, and I can't take too much of that rhubarb in here at all. All right, again, it's a nice fragrance, it's decent. I don't dislike the fragrance at all. I know there are guys who appreciate it, but again, it's just like, okay, too much rhubarb for me, too tarty for me, and that's the issue with this one for me. All right, the rhubarb is just too strong and too much at the forefront for me in this fragrance. So that's my issue. So I don't wear it. It just sits there and collects dust, as they say. So that's my issue with this one. But yeah, I don't wear that fragrance at all. All right. So that's Lacos L'Homme. This next fragrance was really hyped up by a certain YouTuber some years ago as well, and I got it because of that. And you know, initially when I got it, it was decent to me, but I never really fell in love with this fragrance. And this one is CH-Men Privé. I believe this is Privé. Yeah, CH-Men Privé. Alright, so y'all know who would have been hyping up this fragrance. The bottle is cool, I'll give them that. Right, so this is like a warm, spicy, leather, whiskey type fragrance. So the notes are really nice and intriguing, but the leather, for me, a bit synthetic. The whiskey, it's there, and again, it's a decent fragrance, but this one faded off very fast for me. So I wore it a couple of times in the initial stages, but again, I never really felt that connection with this fragrance. And yeah, it has been sitting there for years. I haven't worn this in years, guys. So not a bad fragrance. I know guys who like this, but for me, there was never that connection with this fragrance at all, for whatever reason. So it has the invisible straw and all of that. Really, really cool. Yeah, CH-Men Privé, not for me, not for me. Alright, this is our next fragrance that I got before the pandemic. Again, I really liked it when I got it, but yeah, again, this is another one that never stuck with me. After a while, it just, you know, just wasn't intriguing. It just wasn't interesting to me anymore. And this one is Paco Rabanne, now Rabanne 1 Million Privé. So this one is the Myrrh Cinnamon Tobacco fragrance, all right, from that 1 Million line. Again, it's a nice fragrance. I think it resembles, it's kind of along the lines of PDM Ocean, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, it's very warm, spicy, very deep, very earthy, it has that kind of old school church incense vibe as well. Really nice for like fall. I know people who have that season where they live enjoy this one, but yeah, this one faded off very quickly for me as well. I think it's because I didn't have much environments to wear it in, because obviously I'm from the Caribbean, so there's not much situations where I could wear this and, you know, get away with it actually. So I didn't really have any reason to wear it much, and then again, that connection was lost with this one for me after some time. So I don't wear this, it just sits there. So if you are where I am and you know these are some fragrances that you really appreciate and want to get like the original formulation, then hit me up, right? You never know what could happen. We could talk, we could have a discussion or whatever. But yeah, don't wear this one, 1 Million Privé. and for that reason, just no connection and no situations where I could really wear that, because that one is not really mass appealing. You really have to be around the right crowd to pull that one off. So yeah, that's the situation there. All right, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so we have one more, well, for today, part 1. All right, and this last fragrance here, this one is actually a nice fragrance, but I don't wear it anymore, and I'll tell you why. So this one's come from the house of YSL, and this is YSL L'Homme Original L'Homme, right? This was a huge fragrance back in the day. Everybody loved it. It was so popular. That DNA just, you know, just swarmed the market, and wow, yeah, there are still people who appreciate this fragrance today. Again, I am one who appreciates it. So this is like a fresh, spicy, aromatic ginger fragrance. So this is like what started a whole ginger train. Really, really nice composition. It was unique when it was launched, and the ginger is really nice in there. Very aromatic, very even herbaceous at some points. It's nice, but my issue with this fragrance was always the performance. I don't get any type of performance from this. If I wear this, in about 20 minutes it's gone. All right, probably that's because I don't have like the first batches, because this is an older fragrance, came out before I was really into this hobby. And so I have one of the later batches, and it just sucks in performance. So for that reason, I never really reach for it often, because I know I'm not gonna get any type of decent performance out of this. So it just sat there, and this is a 50 ml, and it's still almost full. That's to show you how I don't use this at all, right? But again, this one is not that, it's not a good fragrance. It's just the performance is the issue with this fragrance for me, and I really like it, but I wish it performed better. And again, for that reason, I don't wear it. All right, so those will be the 7 fragrances that I don't wear, and different reasons, as you could tell. So again, no offense to anybody who have these and love these, just, you know, they just don't work for me, and that's okay, right? Everything can't work for everybody. That's why there's so much out there, right? So that everybody could, you know, patronize and find something that they love and works for them. All right, so I have a few more. I'll do a part 2 sometime soon. But if you have any of these, love any of these, if you have any issue with any of these, if you agree, disagree, let me know in the comments. I'll look out for your feedback there. All right, and again, thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate it very much, guys. If you like the video, drop a like on the video. Thanks in advance. Thanks for all the support, guys. Really appreciate those who have been sticking with me over the past couple of years. Much love going out to you guys. Thanks so much for your support, and I'll continue to do my best, drop at least a video every week. All right, so yeah, guys, you know we do it here. Stay fresh, smell the best, and I'll catch you in the next one. All right, so until then, I'm out. Take care.